Hi, everybody. This is Symphonic Elk. I'm coming at you live with my 25th comic book haul. This is my Silver Age Dave anniversary. And yeah, I have tried to record this twice already in my normal fashion where I record and edit it. And honestly, it's just been terrible every time. So I'm trying something a little bit different, and I'm just going to do this live. And if I screw up, I screw up. So I will not be ignoring people in the chat, but I may not get to anything right away. Not that anyone is watching right now. But yeah, so over the past week, I've gotten a lot of books in from eBay and other online stores, but I did not get to go to any kind of con, big or small. I did travel down to Richmond, Virginia, to visit one of my best friends on Saturday, so on Free Comic Book Day. Unfortunately, he was in the hospital, so I had to stay there all day. He's gonna be okay. Um, so I didn't get to attend a Free Comic Book Day till the later in the evening when I was heading back to DC. But I did pick up I picked up a couple free books, not a whole lot, but I did pick up a couple books while I was there, and then I went to one of my local shops yesterday. That's a Sunday, and picked up some more stuff. So yeah, we'll start going through it now. Silver Age Dave anniversary, the 25th comic book haul. So, you know, yay. Anyway, so I'm just going to try to go through the books as quickly as possible. And like I said, I've already screwed up twice doing this the normal way. So if I screw up live, I apologize. Went ahead and picked up Supreme number 51. This is part of the Alan Moore run. It was just it was either a 50 cent or a dollar book. I'm trying to slowly but surely pick up all of the Alan Moore Supremes. I got a second GI Joe number 22. So this is the Michael Turner variant cover. It's a second print. I just found this cheap. I already have one. It'll probably end up actually going into my giveaway pile, but for now, it's going into my collection until I have time to do some sorting. For New Comic Book Day, I picked up Batman 46. Harley Loves Joker number 1, the Frank Cho cover for Harley Loves Joker number 1, the Tyler Kirkham Green Arrow number 40. I did pick up 2 copies of Cyborg 22. This is the first appearance of Mechanex, not 100% sure. This was number 10 on CBSI's top 10 list for the weekend, or Hot 10, I should say. I don't know why, but I went ahead. It's a pretty cool cover. I picked up 2 copies for cover price. However, this one, if you can tell, it's kind of jacked up. It's not obvious in the picture, but it is. Didn't notice that when I bought it. Picked up Sensation Comics featuring Wonder Woman number 15. I believe this is the first Jenny Frison artwork on Wonder Woman. If it isn't, yeah, please correct me in the chat. And yeah, it's a really cool cover regardless. All right, let's see. Going to try not to knock over my stand like I did one of the 2 times that I've already done this. Picked up Star Wars Tag and Bink. We're here. I own both of the issues for this. I also own the trade paperback that is quite rare. But I like the story a lot. I want to support Marvel putting these out so that people can read them, but also so that this was originally, I believe, a Dark Horse one. And I want the stuff to become canon if possible. So, yeah. I picked up the second printing of Thanos 17, Thanos 18, and the 4th printing Thanos 14. Yeah, just because I don't know, picked them all up for stupid reasons. Got the Deadpool cover for Astonishing X-Men number 11, and the Deadpool cover for Captain America 701. All right. I went ahead and picked up the Greg Land sketch variant cover. Not in love with it, but it was, I believe, a 1 in 50 variant, and it was pretty cheap considering the ratio. So when I got that, I picked up Deadpool Family number 1. It's a one shot. This is the third lowest print run for a Deadpool book. The estimated print run is at 17,392. That's obviously not counting variants. This is my second copy of it, so it will also most likely end up in my giveaway pile, but I found it for cover, so I couldn't pass it up. Picked up Venomize number 5, the Sandoval variant cover. It's 1 in 25, and it's a McFarlane homage to Spider-Man number 1. And apparently this is a really hot book, so I was lucky to get it. SG Collector showed this book, The Unbelievable Gwenpool number 17, the Mary Jane variant cover. Super cheap, and I really like the cover, so I picked that one up. I will put his information down in the description of the video when it goes, well, I guess it's live, when it gets officially published. Picked up the Clayton Crane Carnage number 2 second printing variant. If you've seen any of my other hauls, you'll see that I am collecting these. They're fairly expensive, I suppose, fairly hard to find. I don't know. I try to look for them for good prices on eBay or around, and if I find them and the price is all right, I pick one up. Hey, Matilda. I am, as Dave's probably heard a couple times now, I tried to already record this twice my normal way and then edit it, and I just kept screwing it up. So I decided to just go live so I could get it out. Anyway, moving on. I picked up Avenging Spider-Man number 14. What's important about this one, or not really important, but I guess makes it rare, quote unquote, is it is the newsstand edition. So for people who care about this kind of stuff, there you go. Hard to find. I found it on the eBays. So yeah. Moving on, I got the Charles Vest cover for Amazing Spider-Man 261. This is just, to me, a beautiful Hobgoblin cover. Really awesome. And that is my wife calling. So I'm gonna hang up on her because, you know, that's how I roll. I'll just get in trouble later. Okay, so we're gonna try to do this a little bit faster so that I don't get in too much trouble. So here we go. This is one of the what ifs. This was free. It's in terrible condition. My buddy, I found it going through some of his stuff, and I told him that I would buy it if it was cheap, and he just said I could have it. It's a J. Scott Campbell cover. I got Moon Knight number 9, the J. Scott Campbell cover, and this is one of those classic stories about really actually looking at what you're buying on eBay before you actually buy it. So the person described this fairly well in the description, but I just wasn't paying attention. And if you'll notice, there's it's just not my day. Oh, great. I mean, let's try. Yeah, not my day. So never mind. I'm not. So anyway, here's Star Wars Princess Leia number 1, also a J. Scott Campbell variant cover. It's a 1 in 50. Picked up the Bill Sinkovich cover for Walking Dead. This is the Carl one. I like these. Picked up Death or Glory number 1. One of the, I think this is probably cover B. This is a Rick Remender cover. Really awesome. Apparently, Remender is also a really cool dude. I don't know. This is just what I've heard. It's a premiere issue. I picked up the Adam Hughes, Peggy Bundy, Red Sonja, and Tarzan cover. Um, and, ugly, but cover price. I picked up the Brandon Peterson variant cover for Red Sonja number 0. It's a 1 in 50 variant. And then let's see. So, as people are aware, Mattina has been releasing a lot of covers for the last 2 issues of Spawn, and I bought all of them, and it's the last time I'm doing it. It's just, this is stupid. So I bought this just to be supportive of my local shop, but this is a dumb cover idea, really dumb. They should not have printed these. This is pointless in my mind. This one's fine, and the Virgin, of course, is cool. These are the 2 that should have been printed, not the half ones, but so no more. Anyway, I saw this pit number 14 in either, I think it might have been Master X's, one of his videos. I thought it was super cool. This is the special limited edition variant cover. And yeah, I finally found it for, it was still kind of pricey, but it wasn't too bad. And I was actually pleased. It was listed as a 7.5, but at the price, I went ahead and pulled the trigger. And I thought that that it came in actually quite better. Usually with eBay, something's listed like at a 9.6 and comes in as a 7.5. And now, not that this is like a 9.6 or a 9.8, but it definitely came in higher, which was nice. Lastly, for the covers, I picked up Witchblade number 87. This is the Adam Hughes cover. Okay. So moving on to the sort of key issues, if you want to call them that. There's not as many of them, thank the Lord. I picked up Failsafe number 2. Part of the reason I picked up number 2 is because I wasn't really paying attention when I was going through Dollar Box, and Failsafe number 2 and Failsafe number 1, the covers were really similar. And I kind of just pulled it out and bought it. And I realized it when I got up to the counter to pay for it, and I just didn't feel like walking back and putting it up. So, yeah, I have number 2 and not number 1. This has been optioned for a movie and has Michael B. Jordan of The Wire fame, as well as Black Panther and other movies. He is either going to produce this or and be in it, or just produce it. I was given Marvel Rising number 0. It's the first appearance of Ember Quad. If you can find these for free, grab 1, grab 2. I picked up Exiles number 2. This is the Rodriguez variant, covered to 1 in 10, and it is the first full appearance of the new Valkyrie. Valkyrie's been around for a while. This is the Valkyrie that's based off the Valkyrie from the Thor movies. Her first cameo appearance, or whatever you want to call it, is on the cover of one of the books for Exiles number 1, one of the variants, and this is the full appearance. Picked up 2 copies of Excalibur number 86, so $1.99. These were cheap. They're apparently the first appearance of Pete Wisdom, who I believe people are speculating that this is the powerless Pete from the Deadpool 2 movie trailers. I don't know anything about Pete Wisdom, so no clue. I know that he is not powerless, so I'm curious about that. Picked this up yesterday. This is Marvel Superheroes Presents Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the first appearance of Guardians of the Galaxy. Obviously the team is very different from what we saw in the 90s and obviously what the incarnation of today, but it is the first appearance of Charlie 27, Major Vance Astro, Martin X, and Yondu, who the Yondu of the Ravengers is based on. So, a couple more books, and then I'll be done. So I picked up the San Diego Comic Con exclusive limited to 500 Black Hammer number 1. Just really been looking for this book, found it for a decent enough price, and I think Black Hammer has a decent chance to take off. And yeah, So yeah, buy Matilda if you are still on. Um, so yeah, pick this one up. It's pretty limited. Went ahead and picked up the negative variant for Amazing Spider-Man #4. This is by J. Scott Campbell. It's the first full appearance of Silk. So Cindy Moon showed up in the Amazing Spider-Man #1, the volume whatever, not one. Um, and then she becomes Silk. So this issue. So I've been picking up some of the Venomized 2012 variants, some of the cheaper ones. So yeah, these for whatever reason um, have become hot. I mean, they're the reason obviously is that they're rare, um, but I some of them are really expensive. Like the Iron Man one is up in like $500-600 just even raw. Maybe you can find one for 400 if you're lucky. So I'm picking up some of the cheaper ones, hoping that maybe they catch on. For the most part, they're super ugly, but yeah, here we go. So this is the Chris Stevens variant cover. They're all 1 in 50. This is so Venomized 2012. I think the Thor one is actually one of the better looking ones. Apparently, the Cargo Hold, which is a comic store, or at least an online one out of California, they must have a bunch of copies of this Thor #10 because they keep putting a bunch of them up, and they're regularly selling for like the $40 to $60 range. They're auctions, so they might be worth looking at. Generally, the buy it now prices for this issue are much higher than that. And I got the Avengers 21 version of this, the Carlos Barbary variant cover. And then I picked this up on Saturday. This is a great one. So there are a couple of covers that I think are just, they kind of they go above just comics in general. One of which is Avengers #4. They both have Captain America, as well as this one, Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos #13. So yeah, this is the first meeting of Captain America and Nick Fury, and it just, I mean, it's super cool if you ask me. But I'm looking at the chat and no one asks, so I'll move on. And then I've got two graded books. So I got this. This is Venom #162, the Comic Mint Virgin Editions, Clayton Crane cover. It's a 9.8. I just ordered this from Comic Mint. Every once in a while, when you're looking at like the store exclusives, and they'll have like the trade dress, and they'll have the combo, the Virgin and the trade, and then you look further down, there's guaranteed 9.8s. And I'm not a super big fan of the stores doing this because that generally means a lot of the best copies are going to go into these and not go to any of the customers who bought them. But anyway, every once in a while, the difference between the price on like the guaranteed 9.8 and then just like the Virgin variant or whatever it's not that big. And sometimes when that happens, like this is one of those cases, I'll go ahead and pick up the guaranteed 9.8. And so the last book I have for today is a CGC 9.6 of The Death of Deadpool. This is Deadpool #45, and this is a Tony Moore cover, and I believe it is 1 in 100. So fairly rare. There's a couple of other variant covers for Deadpool #45. I know there's a Scotty Young one, Run the Jewels cover that's kind of cool looking. I believe there is an homage to Ultimate Spider-Man #1. I don't remember who the author is, or not the author, but the artist. And then there's a Phantom variant that's also sort of an homage to the Ultimate Spider-Man, but it's kind of bluish colored. Anyway, so there's a lot of ones to look for. There's also a Howard the Duck variant. Looks kind of stupid, well, in my opinion. Anyway, so that is all I have for now. Let me see. Let me go through the chat real quick and see if there's any questions. I'm going to say, hey, Weapon X, if you're still there. Didn't see you. Hi, Lord Tatman. Poor Man's Comics, hello. Matilda already said hello. Dak Hammer, hi. Okay, so that. Oh, check out Gills through. Okay, yeah, I usually check him out right away. I have to check that out. We'll see what he has to say. But anyway, I've got a couple minutes more. If anyone has any questions or anything, and they want me to show any books, if you are watching this after the fact, since I don't think I owe anyone books on here, if I owe you books from just saying I'll give you a book or whatever, like I said, this weekend I had to go down to Richmond, Virginia, to see one of my buddies in the hospital. So I didn't actually have a chance to ship anything off on Saturday. So I'm late on that. It will likely be Friday or Saturday upcoming before I can get that stuff out. So I apologize. Anyway, I guess I'm going to take a Poor Man's Comics advice and check out Gills 311's video. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for spending a little bit of your day with me. Have a good one. All right, time to end the stream. I think this is going to do it. Goodbye.